I am pretty sure that everyone is going mad. Arsenal Football Club are top of the league. There are only 17 games to go, and they are top of the league with a 6-point cushion. On top of that, they have played the champions twice. They will not play Liverpool again. They've also played Aston Villa twice. They will not play Aston Villa again. A draw at home to the reigning champions is not a dent to the title aspirations. It is a good point. I feel like everybody has lost the concept of a good point. In football history, you go away to Goodison Park, it's a good point. You go away to Fratton Park, it's a good point. You welcome the champions to your stadium, it is a good point. It's a particular good point when your rivals are stumbling, you're playing the champions, and you've got those fixtures out the way. You have got a cushion for a reason. You've built up a 6-point cushion, and kudos to you for building up a 6-point cushion. And now you may utilise it. That is the point. I have absolutely no comprehension why some Arsenal fans have an anxiety about the performance against Liverpool. I have no comprehension why some Arsenal fans, I believe it's fair to say, have an anger off the back of the performance against Liverpool. It's a good point. Now, I do have a theory, and please bear with me on this. I don't want it to sound condescending, but I do believe it to be true. I don't think Arsenal fans can remember how to win a league. Please hear me out on this. As a Chelsea fan, I know how to win leagues. I can remember exactly what you do. And sometimes you get fairly underwhelming draws. Sometimes you get fairly uninspiring draws. And those draws win you a league title. I'll give you a great example. I remember it so well. It was a 0-0 draw at the Emirates. In 2015, Chelsea drew 0-0 with Arsenal. I remember it clear as day. Do you know why I remember it? Because in the morning, I ran the London Marathon, and in the afternoon, I went to the Emirates Stadium, and I was over the moon because Chelsea drew 0-0. It was a kind of point that was going to win us the league. I knew that if we went to the Emirates in those conditions and we didn't get beat, we were going to win the league. And we did. The morning, I ran for guide dogs. The evening, I celebrated Chelsea winning a league unofficially because of a 0-0 draw at the Emirates. Why is everybody so desperate? I don't understand it. Winning a league is a marathon. And sometimes a lacklustre 0-0 draw is exactly what you need. I don't know what it is. Maybe Arsenal fans feel like they need a defining moment, a statement victory, beating Man City, beating the champions, doing something that announces them as title contenders. But trust me, they're doing enough. And this weird anxiety that seems to be existing in the fan base, off the back of a decent enough performance against a very good team, against a very good manager, I really don't see it as a problem. Terribly sorry to interrupt this video, but would you do me a massive favour? Please click subscribe. It would hugely help me out, and I would love to welcome you into this community. Thank you so much. And I stand by what I just said there. Liverpool are a good team. Okay, they're missing some major key players, and it hasn't gone particularly well for them this season. But they have adopted this role of underdog really well, and they took the game to Arsenal. They played very well, and they were deserving of their point. For Arsenal, it was just about getting through it. Just get this fixture out of the way. Like I said at the top of the video, there are only 17 games to go. So simply getting rid of this fixture and avoiding defeat isn't a bad thing at all. It is how you win leagues. And Arsenal are a serious club with serious aspiration who should win a league title. They will, in my opinion, win a league title. And it's not since the home leg of the Champions League semi-final against Paris Saint-Germain in April that they failed to score at home. So ultimately, a 0-0 draw isn't the end of the world. Arsenal not scoring at home, it was nearly a year ago. They've scored in nearly every game for practically a year. Yeah, they got a 0-0 draw now. This is football. This is what happened. But they got through that with their 6-point cushion intact because their nearest and dearest are making mistakes. So Arsenal just need to match the results of Man City. And if Man City are going to draw 3 games in a row, if Aston Villa aren't going to get over the line when it is most necessary, then Arsenal can have a draw. You know, I don't understand why they are so desperate for it. And that desperation, it's manifesting itself in really weird ways. And that emotion could actually cost them. The one thing that Arsenal could do, in fact, in my opinion, the only thing that Arsenal could do to stop themselves winning the league is pressing the self-destruct button. And in that moment with Martinelli, I thought he behaved disgracefully. I thought he was a little rat in that moment, really out of order. But the reason that he was doing that was because he was so emotional. The reason that he was doing that was because he was so desperate. They didn't need to be that dramatic. It was an all right point. And yet Martinelli is acting like their season depends on them finding a goal. He's forcing the issue, forcing the geezer off the pitch. And that was a disgrace. And that sort of over-emotion, that sort of histrionic behaviour, it really could cost them. And it's Martinelli, but it seems to be a bit of an Arsenal issue. I don't know if it's the feeling in the stadium, but the feeling that I've got across social media is that Arsenal fans are a little bit worn, a little bit tired, a little bit angry with that result. Now, trust me, I've seen Chelsea win league titles. I know what it takes. It was a title-winning performance, and you have title-winning players. Martinelli should hang his head in shame, but there are 11 other players, or 10 other players, that really should have their heads held high. They could do the Jose Mourinho at the Emirates thing. They really could hold their heads high. If you think about what periods of the season you need to shine, I would say that you generally win a league over Christmas and over Easter. Arsenal, over Christmas, have been excellent. They have done exactly what they needed to do. The Christmas period is always crucial for winning league titles, and Manchester City, over Christmas, blinked 3 times. Arsenal blinked once, if you even consider it a blink. Therefore, it's a very good Christmas period for Arsenal. Arsenal have been top Christmas Day, top New Year's Day, and have extended the league in the first 8 days of this calendar year. It's sensational work from Arsenal. I'm telling you this. If what was happening at Arsenal was happening at Chelsea, I would be so confident. Everything that Arsenal are doing says that they are title winners. Everything that Arsenal are doing says to me that they are capable of winning a league. They should light up a cigar. It's going perfectly. And getting a point at home to the reigning champions is another example of it going perfectly. What's up with everybody? What do people expect? Do people expect Arsenal to win every game 4-0? Do people want to see Arsenal never concede a goal and score 5 every game? Because that is not how it happens. There are always twists and turns. There's always an ebb and a flow. But generally speaking, Arsenal are doing what is needed of them. I think that they are going to do it. And I tell you what, this isn't the City side that Arsenal faced in title races before. Like, if you take the conversation about who's going to win the league away from Arsenal and you make it about the rivals, if Arsenal don't win it, who does? And maybe Arsenal have an element of PTSD because of what's happened to them previously when they've gone head-to-head with Man City. Because Pep Guardiola has it in the bank. He has the credit in the bank. He has done it before to Mikel Arteta. Maybe Arsenal fans are kind of conditioned to believe that if they're up against Man City, it's going to take a huge cushion, a 12-point cushion to get them over the line. I just don't think it's true. That would have been true if Riyad Mahrez was still sitting on the bench at City. If Julian Alvarez was still sitting on the bench at City. But it isn't the same City team. This isn't the same City team. This City team is frail. This City team is beatable. This City team could lose to anyone at any point. They are genuinely vulnerable. And I expect Arsenal to extend the lead over Man City at the top. 6 points is huge now. And I anticipate it getting even higher. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans are maybe worried about the signing of Semenyo and what that's going to mean. Can Pep Guardiola use the Semenyo signing as almost a springboard to start the season now, to relaunch that Manchester City attack, to somehow launch this serious and sustained bid to win the league from here on out? Do they do something crazy in the last 17 games of the season? Do they win 14 out of 17 games? Something like that. And the answer, quite frankly, is no. Even if they get Semenyo and Guehi in, there is still an element of frailty. You get Guehi in. Guehi's England's best centre-half, no doubt. But it's still Matheus Nunes starting at right-back, isn't it? Arsenal, you look at the depth, you look at the power that Arsenal have on the bench. They've got players sitting on the bench that would be starting for City, no doubt. Ben White would be starting for Man City, no doubt. Arsenal's bench is so much stronger. You know, Matheus Nunes is not really good enough to play for Man City. He's going to be starting. The Manchester City team is weak, and the Arsenal team is so strong. This is the situation that Arsenal fans have been dreaming of. You should enjoy it. You have a better team than Guardiola. You have a better squad than Guardiola. You are 6 points above Guardiola with 17 games to go. It's dreamland. This Man City team are a Manchester City side who relied on recalling a youngster from his loan at Watford to fill in on Wednesday night. Like, Kujanov's not good enough to play for City. Matheus Nunes, not good enough to play for City. Bernardo Silva, all over the place. That chance that Haaland missed against Brighton, dearie me. You know, the squad depth between Arsenal and Man City isn't even close. And I think it's fair to say that squads win you leads. Squads do win you leagues. That's why Arsenal are 6 points clear. That's why Arsenal are going to win the league. And that is why Arsenal fans should see the point against Liverpool at home as a good point. It's a great day for Arsenal Football Club. It's a great day for everyone associated with Arsenal Football Club, apart from Gabriel Martinelli, who should hang his head in shame. I wish Conor Bradley well. It was horrible to see him twist his knee like that. And I don't know what Martinelli was thinking. Appalling. Absolutely appalling. But apart from that, a good day at the office for Arsenal Football Club. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I truly believe that it's a good day. I truly believe that's how you win league titles. Let me know if you agree. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please do click subscribe. And I look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comment section below. Ta-da!